Grand rising, grand rising. It is me, Janet, with Serenity Breeze Tarot LLC, and I am back. And how you doing? Pause for the cause to acknowledge all ancestors, angels, and guardians in all places and spaces. Thank you for your assistance today. Thank you for protecting me and being my ears and eyes in places that I am not present, and protecting me from enemies that are known and unknown, seen and unseen. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Divine Lights, welcome. This message is for my Geminis, my Gemini crickets. How you doing? Today, Geminis. Today, my Gemini crickets, we're going to be focusing on the fifth chakra. Archangel Gabriel is coming through for you for communication 44 on the time as I'm saying this. So let's go ahead and take a look and see how Archangel Gabriel, first of all, thank you for being here. How is Archangel Gabriel going to be helping with us with the fifth chakra for you, Gemini? So let's take a look and see what's going on here for you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull 6 cards for you, Gemini, to give you some insight of what's happening here. Congratulations, by the way. I do see that there is a wish fulfillment coming through. Okay, something that you don't see coming. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. Something that describes you currently right now, Gemini. It seems like you are leaving, you're growing. You're leaving something that is not beneficial to you, because you outgrown it. This could be a relationship, this could be a job, this could be a family member, this could be your clothes. Okay, this could be this could be a job. It says authority. Okay, this could be a authority. This could be a job because this does talk about the 10th house. This could be someone walking away from their job. Your job is no longer satisfying to you. A position is no longer satisfying to you. You're finding inner peace and you're trusting your intuition right now. Somebody having to walk away because they know that wherever they are is not peaceful. In order for you to have your inner peace, you need to walk away. You're trusting what the divine is telling you to go do, and you're reproducing. So great job to you, Gemini. I have here. It could be very wow. It could be very. Thank you, divine. They said before you move on, let them know this. Okay, before we move to the next card, the divine wants me to let you know this, Gemini. It's going to be discomforting. Okay, you're going to have some discomfort in the situation. It's change is not always comfortable. I just heard somebody scream, so it makes you I'm hearing screaming, so it makes you feel like, oh my God, what's happening? And I'm getting this spiral, this staircase, like you feel like you might be spiraling out of control sometimes. Okay, so it may be discomfort, it may be uncomfortable for you. Okay, but the point of this is to structure your future, is what I have here. It's with Saturn in the North Node with future. Okay, Divine wants you to know that you're heading in the right direction. Okay, Gemini? Okay, okay, you're good. 333, let's move over. Number 2, a way you typically miscommunicate with others, you shut down. Introspection. Look at that. The Hermit, 344 on the time as I'm saying this. The Hermit, you isolate. With introspection, the 12th house of astrology that talks about being alone. Okay, and this could be some of us go be alone so that way we can heal by ourselves. We can get our thoughts together. We can just kind of purify our energy. So we can just calm down so we're not being catty. 411 on the time as I'm saying that as well. Okay. How to deepen your connection with others, Gemini? You're being asked to, whoa. And this is from the last one. So this is how you sustain this is how you initiate your sustainability. You go and isolate by yourself to calm down, is what I'm getting with initiation and sustainability. Okay. How to deepen your connection with others. First, you have to know how to build with others. And another thing I'm getting as well with this, thank you, Divine. Wow. Fourth house communication initiation. Look at that. 4 3 11. How you doing? One of the best ways to do this is to watch how you communicate with yourself. Okay, so that's how you can deepen your connection with others. Work on the communication. How do you talk to yourself? How do you talk at home base, right? What's that conversation like? Are you nurturing yourself or do you tear yourself down? Okay, when nobody's looking, when nobody's paying attention, how do you speak to yourself? 555 was on the timer. Dragons, look at this. I asked, how do you speak to yourself? Gemini, you and I about to have a whole situation right now because Archangel Gabriel already, I was talking about your communication, 611 on the timer, how you communicate with yourself, 133 on the timer. So Gemini, me and you about to have a whole conversation. Dragon's blood, the way that you talk to yourself is hot like fire. Okay, the way that you speak to yourself, it don't even have to be speaking out loud. It could be your thoughts. It could be the way that you emotionally feel about yourself. Maybe when you do something and you disappoint yourself about it, you're like, "Oh my God, why did I do that? I'm so," and you say all these words, right? Dragon's blood. You speak to yourself with a lot of animosity. That's what I'm getting with that. Okay, this one has transfiguration where it's in a energy that is similar to the tower card. It has parasites on here. It talks about mal de ojo. It talks about mal aire. It talks about brujos. It talks about spiders and poisonous arrows and darts. Things at 7-Eleven, things that are harmful. Things that are harmful. And then I have purity and destiny. And then it's like I just heard like the smoke clears and I just seen like the clouds just clear away. And then there's purity. Purity and destiny right after that. So once all of that, Gemini, I don't mean to be like all in your business, but you got this, baby. Once you get those negative thoughts out of the way, baby, purity and destiny, you'll be able to see your future. You'll be able to see a lot more clearer, better. Okay? You got this, baby. Don't worry about it. You have here next, number 4, how you can better understand your direction in life. That it just goes into what I was just saying. Clearing out those thoughts, baby. Clearing out those thoughts so that way you can be at a more clearer headed stance. I'm guessing that's kind of what's coming out. 822 as I'm staying at. Okay. We have here an energy to channel. I couldn't even say that. An energy to channel to improve your self confidence. That's why I couldn't channel because they don't want me to tell you this. Find peace of mind, baby. 4 swords. Gemini, and one reason why you may be experiencing some hardships mentally, and this is nothing new. And you can look up this information for yourself, okay? This is nothing new. I'm not saying anything new, and I'm not coming out at my Gemini crickets because I love y'all the mostest, besides Libra. Okay, so right now, I want y'all to pay attention to what I'm about to say, Gemini crickets. You have a lot of mental anxiety, 911 on the clock, as I'm about to say this, because you're ruled by Mercury. Mercury rules over the nervous system. Okay. And since Mercury is a fast energy, okay, your mind, fast energy, okay, so information in and out fast, fast, fast. But build a relationship with a peaceful environment. Okay, create a peaceful environment. Make like the corner of your room a peaceful environment. Something of the sort is what is coming out for you right now. Okay, Gemini. A new project or hobby to explore. Okay, I do have the moon here for you. Wow. And I'm really want to get a little bit more information on what the moon is saying here as far as a hobby or a project. Divine, could you confirm this, please? Can you confirm this, please? And thank you. Okay, meditation. Meditation. Okay, 10:22 on the timer. I'm gonna leave it there for you, Gemini. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, let me know down in the comments. Please also like, comment, share, and subscribe to your girl. And always remember, Divine Lights, my Gemini crickets, always remember, if it don't benefit, don't benefit. Ashe, 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 y'all. To